This is the Kaite Eishinden. It's basically the undersea shrine. Have to talk to the statue here, he's saying, "Oh, everybody's gone, but fortunately, I opened a path for you that will help save them." But to do that, we just go straight back to our home base, take the new path, and this is the Minami Inoshika Seuzeka. Actually, can't say what that means. But this place is called Southerta in the US version. So I think it's basically giving a description more than a name. Go ahead and snipe these guys. We can't close this layer. We can't seal this layer just yet. It requires approaching from a different angle. But World 3 here is probably the most varied in terms of, well, both in terms of number of places you have to go to and how things are played out. Because this is one of 5 actually four, well, 5 if you count town. Actually, no, there's 6 because you got the town, you got the technically overworld area, which is the seabed of St. L, as in the US version. They got these mini areas, starting with this one. Yeah, we got a lot of places to explore in this area. All right, Iruka, dolphin. I wonder where the this is in katakana. I wonder what originated for the Japanese word for dolphin, because basically katakana means it's using a borrowed word, not necessarily from English, simply because Japanese actually takes a lot of borrowed words from various languages. For example, the word for England actually comes from the Dutch name, so it's not Ingurando, it's Igirisu. It's a long story. Is probably the best way to put it. So more or less, if there's not a word for it in Japanese, it's usually a borrowed word. Often from English, but not always. I'm just curious as to wonder where dolphin came from on that one. Oh, another side. So Ningyo, literally fish human. As Shiro DVD is explaining in my chat, Bubbles is Shaban from Portuguese. If you're familiar with the original Japanese dub of Sailor Moon, that is Sailor Mercury's first attack. So literally bubble spray, just using Portuguese. The more you know. Oh yeah, these little guys hurt. A lot of health. Hey, level up. Okay. Oh, slow spawns again. Here we go. But we got light arrow, so yeah, they're not a problem. Now, in general, for flame ball and light arrow, if you hit them vertically, they'll usually get 2 hits in. Now, the mermaid, that one's a jerk. She won't help us. Oh, no, that's another pointless one. So yeah, we don't have to help any of them right now. But I do want to kill these guys. They're tied to another layer. Yeah, even with all that health, one light arrow aimed right wrecks them. Okay, these layers do not revive anybody, so we can take care of those really quick. Let all these guys spawn in, even if they do so fairly quickly or slowly. Bingo. Alright, medical herb, not surprised. Because we have not yet found the one in town who provides herbs for us. Alright, this spot right here. I either snipe them from afar, or we gotta step on the layer either way. Alright, all the enemies in here are pre-spawned. Little coral rock enemies, I call them the Pac-Man coral. Even though they're probably clams, but I don't know, always call them coral. And that's a nice little thing about this game is, yeah, if a piece of land under one of those fish dries up, they start flopping around. One of those little clever things you didn't see in video games until Super Mario World. All right, this is the important one. This mermaid here, she will give us the armor we need to progress through basically the rest of the area. So the most important layer in this region, essentially. Yeah, fish will let you drown. You, however, are in the way. And I'm hungry. I need some sashimi. So there's not much we can do back in town, but there is one item we can get alongside talking to that mermaid, who is important at the moment. So this, that was a lot. Okay, the mermaid tears. Yeah, that was Ningyo no Namada. Fortunately, we don't need those for quite a while. In fact, if you're doing the speed run, you don't need them at all. Even in the randomizer, I've never seen them useful. But this one down here, basically saying, oh, here's what you need. So the Au no Horomo. I honestly wasn't expecting anything like that. But it's basically the bubble armor in the US version. And before we can do anything else, we need to just walk over to this last part in Southerta, step up, just finish sealing that layer that we got almost right away. But that releases the mermaid statue. We need to go back and talk to her before we can actually move on. So just a little bit of back and forth. And this area, let's see, so Sen to Erusu no Kaite. Yeah, Sen to Erusu no. Yep, it's not clicking. Anyway, in order to progress, talk to the statue. Basically saying, oh, you need to clear out that tablet right there. Now, fun fact, you are present in that cutscene, but are invisible. You are technically standing next to the stairs, and in the randomizer, if there's an enemy in that spot who can traverse that area, you will take damage during that cutscene. But in this case, you got these giant sea urchins that are slow moving, but pretty tanky. These jellyfish down here are a nuisance because they're hard to hit with magic. They will charge you if they see you. That's not too bad. Now in the randomizer, unlocking the area that we just did is essential for making progress in all World 3. Half the world is locked off until you find that one statue. And you'll see why shortly. Anyway, that just opens up a little shortcut, but like I said, I got a very nice experience count. Not anymore, unfortunately, but yeah, that shortcut is just for really saving half a dozen steps. It's not necessary. And more of these jellyfish are just nuisances. Hopefully I should get a sword upgrade soon too, but the other problem is we can't swing the next sword until like level 11, so it's going to be a little bit. There we go. Oh, that one's necessary. Ignore the urchin here. This one, not so much. Yeah, still 2 light arrow shots. So that tablet was blocking right here, which cuts off the rest of this area, as well as the final 2 sub areas later on. More jellyfish. This layer actually revives somebody, so we definitely want to take care of it. This is the only one in this area, actually. All the rest are shortcuts. Or opening paths. Actually, no, there's one more. But we can't get to it yet. Alright, come on. Thank you. Alright, well, that's another pointless mermaid. Basically, they're a dance troupe. If you save them all and talk to the leader, say, hey, dance with us, and you just kind of walk back and forth. This one's also not entirely necessary, but since I'm going for 100%, doing so anyway. That just, well, opens up that layer. It looks like it's an individual spawn. Yep, if I'm far enough away, you can't charge into me. Haha! Hey, level up. Good. One more and I can enjoy the weapon upgrade. So yeah, that's just a shortcut, but it's actually ultimately pointless, and I'll show why. Oh, welcome to Rokkubaado, Gansho. So basically the rock. I don't think that's the word for island, but Rockbird is the exact same name in the U.S. version, just called Rockbird, not Rockbird Reef or Rockbird Island. For the most part, well, we just kill everything. Now, up at the very top there is actually the final layer we want to close. There is actually a glitch that is present in the game, but you'd only see it in the randomizer. That mermaid is pointless. She's basically saying, oh, take this item. Well, we already took it, so it doesn't really matter. So, that layer up there is a proximity spawn in vanilla. If you kill all the enemies, it does not close properly. You have to kill all the ones here first before that one will close properly. But since the randomizer doesn't always have them spawn by proximity, you can kill them ahead of time, and that's when you run into the glitch. You just have to leave the area, and it'll fix itself. But it's an interesting one. Well, most of the rest is just, well, we're going to drain these little tide pools, kill some fish, and grab a couple items over here. But ideally, we should run into one sword upgrade, and we're good for armor for a little while. The bubble armor is really the armor for the whole area. Other than that, we're just sealing layers and reviving people until we make enough progress to find the next mermaid statue. But the important one here is we are looking for Lou the dolphin, as he's called in the US version. I don't know if he has the same name. And these birds are a nuisance. Good old jerk burbs. Anyone familiar with the shenanigans at RPG Limit Break knows full well about jerk burbs. Right, this. 60 gems. And a medical herb. So, yeah. The items you can find in the randomizer in there are usually much better. It's hard to say which is the most reliable island in Area 3 for items in the randomizer, because it tends to jump around. But the rule of thumb in the randomizer is if an area has a few good things and releases a new area you can get to, that area is usually pretty good too. I like this. I like this set right here. You got 4 layers spawning in enemies all at once, and it can get crazy. Oh. But of course, we already took care of the plants. Not a big deal. And that just gives us 2 more people to release. Okay, that angelfish right there is important. Well, important in that it gives us something. It's just not necessary. But I'll showcase it anyway. Actually, didn't think we'd revive that one until the next area. There's our statue. Actually, oh, that's interesting. I thought the order was slightly different. No, we will be going. I thought we went to the area called Blester next after this, but no, we actually go to the volcano Durian next. Yes, yeah, we're gonna need to talk to that angelfish. Of course, that mermaid statue is the important thing to revive in this area. But since we're going for everything, it'll make more sense to take care of that top area last, as I'll showcase momentarily. Okay, that mermaid has an item for us. She actually has a spell for us, but I can't reach her yet. Just 1 layer left. Or to steal that, we actually have to get close. Oh, yay, burbs. Actually, that's actually nice. Oh, only 1, even better. Alright, so this Crystal Fairy gives us experience, and even better, a free warp back to town. So that shortcut in front of Rockbird was pointless. We don't have to walk back there at all, only if you die. But that unlocks the Volcano Durian. And in order to make things a little bit simpler for us, because spoiler alert is an active volcano, talk to this angelfish we release, and he joins our party. It will protect us from the falling magma in Durian, so that's nice of it. Nothing else we can do in town? Let us move on. And of course, we can make use of these little shortcuts we opened. Unfortunately, the good one is not quite open just yet. We're taking some damage from urchins. Those things really prick. I speak from personal experience, by the way. So, a little shortcut here. This one's not as important. Now, these crabs you cannot hurt while they're in their shell, unless you have the metal cutting sword or soul blade. So they count as metal enemies while they're defending. I actually count it as a glitch rather than a feature. But of course, yeah, our sword is stunning them. And I want to kill them simply because. Oh yeah, let's downgrade a little bit. This is taking too long. These guys aren't too bad. If I can hit him with magic, it'd be even better. There we go, level up. Okay, I'm ready for the next sword now. So that basically opens this shortcut straight back to this area. It's pretty handy. That's one of the few ones I open up in the randomizer, just in case I have to come back here. More jellyfish, yep. And more seahorses. Get the jellyfish, please. Thank you. Alright, well, these guys are gonna annoy us. But I'm not stepping on that layer just yet, simply because it revives somebody. It's the only other one in this area that revives somebody. There we go. And okay. That dolphin actually is useful because not only does it give us access to that mermaid I mentioned a minute ago, it also lets us access another item. So I'll be showcasing that in a little bit. And hey, we got some stingrays here. These enemies are actually confusing themselves for electric eels because they will fire electric sparks at you and are just kind of a nuisance if you don't kill them right away. But other than that, they're not bad. Alright, that just opens up a shortcut. This one opens a shortcut and a crystal fairy. More experience. We want to stay where we are for a little bit, and let's enter the volcanic island of Durian.